Hello, Kaiko here, and welcome to the chaos. Let's go. Ooh. Hello. Oh, I think we get to do all the quests. Yes. I'm a little bit worried though, because I think we're now stuck in a quest. Also, it's so cute. I don't know if you can see, but there was a little Paimon, Columbina, and Lumine little like gif there going like, yay! It was very cute. Lady Damselette, wait, and you two, what are you doing at the Kuvaki Experimental Design Bureau? We've been doing our best to mind our own business lately, but if you're just gonna waltz up here like this, you're seriously pressing your luck. Don't blame us for doing what we have to. You really think that's gonna scare us off? We're not looking for any trouble, I just want to see Sandrone. Do I need to remind you that you're still a wanted fugitive for deserting us? Out of consideration for our former ties and the crisis we're all up against, we'll let you leave in one piece, but don't even think about trying to get inside. Let them in. What? Are you gonna make me repeat that? No, my lady. Sandra seems to be in a good mood. Must be maintenance day. The loading screens are cute. It's not visible though. No! Okay, next time I'm gonna try and like hide the Kaiko so you guys can see. I don't know if you, it's probably too late to see that one, but we can see the others. Unless there's some sort of cutscene. Well, another loading screen. And maybe we can see it. So tell me, to what do I owe the honor this time? Actually, before you answer that, just so we're clear, we're not colleagues anymore, Kalamina. I don't owe you anything. I promise it's nothing big. Seems like you've gotten the wrong idea here. The only reason I let you in was because I was bored. Seems like a way to kill some time and satisfy my own curiosity. Whatever miscalculations I may or may not have made in the past, I haven't lost the plot enough to even consider sticking my neck out for your sakes. Wait, is that music? Is that coming from here? Wait. Wait. If I turn this down... Oh, there is funky music just playing. Well, okay, I'll let you guys hear this. Can you hear that? I'm gonna assume you can. It's like ominous piano music. Okay. I'll just leave it there, I guess. I don't know if it's getting drowned out by this. It's low on the volume. Okay, let me up it. Because normally, because it's... No, okay. I'll put it to my cutscene volume. Is it too loud now? If it's not too loud, we'll leave it like that. But yeah, mysterious. Perfect, good. Whatever miscalculation I may or may not have made in the past, I haven't lost the plot enough to even consider sticking my neck out for your sakes. I'd like to speak with Arlecchino. What? Oh, now it's gone. Huh? You mean the knave? In case it comes back. I'd like to speak with Arlecchino. Is she in Nokrai? No, she's not. Once the work on this facility was completed, she went back with the Rooster and Rogator. The only ones in Nokrai now are me. And what does he need to speak to her about anyway? Rerir is hunting me. If I'm going to face him, I must first retrieve the Lost Moon. Oh, okay. Music's just gone. I'm gonna put it back. Give me one moment. We can put back my music then. But I'll listen out to see. I don't know, is that like a marionette theme tune or something? Because it came on when she was talking, and then it didn't come on after that. So, mysterious. Marionette seems lost in thought, but she doesn't look surprised. She must know more than she was letting on. Oh, it was her theme tune! Nice. I don't understand what Arlecchino has to do with the iridescent moon's marrow, but at this point I have no choice but to go along with Columbina's plan. Is that a no then? We're only doing this to stop Rerir. He is our common enemy. As if I need reminding. I was this close to settling things with him before someone decided to whisk me away to their weird little garden. Have you held any tea parties lately? Tea parties? Yeah, obviously. You don't seriously think we'd pack it all in just because you aren't here? If anything, they'd be more eventful than ever. Just me, Arlecchino, and a bunch of insolent, insensitive guests who won't stop asking where you've gone. Oh, they've been a real joy. I bet you serve them the worst tea you have, just like you used to do to me when I upset you. Who cares about how good the tea is when there's no one around to drink it? I keep losing people. First Rosalind, now you. I'm running out of people who can make me laugh. Honestly, what could be more ridiculous than a multi-centenarian goddess who's only ever had the plain herbal tea she received as offerings? You'd always brew a different type of tea for me each time. Was it really just to see how I'd react? Well duh, why else? Watching you squirm was practically my only form of entertainment. Or was she genuinely trying to introduce Columbina to new flavors? Maybe all their coldness is just an act and they all actually get along? It does kind of sound like all the women harbingers are just having tea parties. We love that. I love that for them. They're like, you don't hear about the men having a good time hanging out together. They all try to kill each other. But the women are having tea parties, even if there's definitely some manipulation going on here. We love it. We love strong women doing their thing, having a good time together. We love it. We love it. Supporting each other through questionable tea. Yes. Oh yeah, and Capitano's on his used to bring Tatalia. Oh, Capitano's there too. Tatalia around too, but I guess you won't be seeing him again. Oh no! Did he used to come to tea as well? Oh no! She really is losing everyone. Oh, she looks so sad. Well, I guess we are overdue for a get-together. Polonia? Favronia, pass message to Arlecchino for me. It's time for tea. Will suffice. Oh, he has tea! Pass along a message for me too, if you would. My body cannot contain the marrow of two moons, so I'll be leaving one of them in her care. Excuse me, who said you were on the guest list? If my tea meant that much to you, maybe quitting the Fatui wasn't your brightest move. Back when you were under the Sarita's protection, no one would have dared come at you so openly. But that protection didn't come for free. In fact, I paid dearly for it. At the end of the day, it was just another transaction. I just got tired, that's all. I never wanted any part of their grand ambitions, and I've had enough of being treated like a boss on a supply of power. It brings back memories from the old days when I was still worshipped as the moon goddess. Centuries on, it may be a different group of people, but I see the same greed in their eyes. I figured you'd leave eventually. You didn't have as much of a reason to stay as I do. Sarita gave you shelter and protection, but this was it, nothing more, nothing less. Meanwhile, the Fatui demanded everything from you in return until it was more than you could bear. I get why you left, and frankly, I have no interest in dragging you back just because the higher-ups told me to. But if you keep hanging around with this riffraff, the next time we cross paths, we might be enemies for real. Arlecchino likes us! She says that, but she's the one who just caved in and agreed to help Columbina. Well, I guess that's our cue to leave. Let's go, we better not keep Vark and the others waiting. That might be your plan, but it sounds like someone else wants you to stay a little longer. Huh? What do you mean? Listen. Oh! Rawr! Uh-oh. My lady, it's a wild hunt. A horde of monsters is headed straight for the facility. Ugh, another uninvited guest trying to crash my tea party? Clear the area, I'll handle this. Wait, what? You want us to leave you here by yourself? You'll be lucky to make it out of this alive. You really think you can afford to worry about me? Go on, get out of here. You might have stopped Polonia from crushing him last time, but I've made sure this won't happen again. The entire Experimental Design Bureau is rigged for war. Stay and watch if you want, but it'll be at your own risk. You're not flagged as friendlies in the weapon system. Just be careful, okay? And tell me what to do. Look, if you're leaving, make it quick, or you'll just get in my way. There's a secret passage on the second floor. It'll take you right to the plains out back. Oh, she told us the escape route? Okay, you know what? I kind of like her. She's quite fun. And she's yellow themed. That's usually a way to win me over. Cyril, you want Columbina? You're not getting another invitation to my tea party. I know, but thank you anyway, Sandrone. Ugh, that's exactly why you shouldn't hang around with these people. All their melodrama and sentimental nonsense is rubbing off on you. Come on then, Mr. Rasha, let's pick up where we left off. It's your wild hunt monstrosities versus my beautiful creations. Let's see who comes out on top. Wait. I am Columbina. I'm in a robot and I'm shooting things. Okay, this is fine. Oh! Why am I... Hello, why am I taking damage? Oh no! There's too many! Ah! Though it is... Like, they do... You can shoot them, like, a lot, but I'm guessing they'll just keep respawning in until you get overwhelmed. Like, I'm... Like, that guy's too... Like, how are you meant to hit these people? They're right there. You can't get rid of the ones that are too close, so... There's no winning. Ooh. Okay, we gotta shoot more of these things. I don't know what this is, but there's definitely some kind of cannon fire. And like every time I click it, I jump. So I don't know what kind of robot I'm in right now, but whatever it is, it's interesting. Oh, I see you. Why is there always like one that's... I assume they put all the other ones together, so when you hit one of them, you kind of hit all of them. But there's always like one that sneaks to the front, and then you're like, I have to get rid of you quickly. Oh. This is fine. Oh. Yeah, it's fine. Oh, I see you. I'm just clicking the buttons. Oh, I think that robot survived. Different robot. Oh, I think this is a sniper robot. Okay. It reminds me of when we were battling Chaska in Villa Guizzoli, except that I was really bad at that actually. So that's probably not a good comparison. I mean, it is a good comparison, but like, it's not, you know, like I wasn't doing well. So it being the same is not necessarily to my benefit. Ooh, different robot. Oh, I think this is the same as the first robot. Well, the same type of robot. There's more tenacious than ever. And even I thought, whatever, this is where the real fun begins. Wait, did she say things before and I didn't notice? I hope not. This is also Bosco number 42. I don't know if the other ones had names, but this one is Bosco number 42. And there's a lot of robots that are on fire, so I'm guessing those ones didn't survive. Don't worry, once this is over, I'll put you all back together again, I promise. Go on, Bosco number 42. Oh, warning, this machine is severely damaged. Well, finding the Rasha himself, time to... Oh, there he is! Huh? Where'd he go? Uh-oh. Oh, the robot. Uh-oh. Bosco number 42 is down. there sound? Nope. Okay, Polonia, get him. I've upgraded Polonia again since our last encounter and uploaded every source scrap of data, so let's finish this off once and for all. She's not here. Where did she go? Hey, over here, you big... Cursed moon. Go, keep searching, she cannot have gotten far. Oh, okay. Where's my... Oh, you can see Nefer thinking in the corner. I removed the Kaiko so you could see. Because now we're up to Nefer. So here she is. So this is your method of investigating Rerir's past? It almost looks like some kind of ceremony. Good deduction, but it's quite a different affair from what you're used to with the Frostmoon Silence. Whoa, first time I've been in here. Boss always said it was off limits, so I pictured some kind of creepy dungeon, but it's actually kind of nice. I guess it's Sussy Sumeru decor. That's where Boss is from, and that nice shopkeeper who sold me my treasure compass. I'm not sure exactly what you've got planned, but it looks like you're all set. Where do we begin? Whenever we wish, but for some reason I've got a feeling this isn't going to end well. I've never faced Rerir myself, but from what you've told me, his power is beyond anything I could imagine. I, on the other hand, am just an ordinary businesswoman. Our paths should never have crossed, yet here I am, forced to make an enemy of him. If you ask me, you're about as far from ordinary as it gets. So what are you saying? You're getting cold feet? Once I take a job, there's no backing out. Still, I have to ask myself if the power I'm relying on will even work with an opponent of this caliber. And also how to make sure I come out of this alive if things spiral out of control. Death is the one thing we can't take for granted. It is the great equalizer. However fortunate or unfortunate we may otherwise be. So it's important to consider how to spend what lifespan we have left. Come on, boss, lighten up. Quit talking about death. It's bad luck. Once I agree with you, when you're up against a foe like Rerir, there's no such thing as being too prepared. Is there anything I can do to help? It won't be necessary. I've already made up my mind. Time to cash in a precious favor I've been saving for a rainy day. Jehoda, I need you to find someone for me. The sooner the better. Find who? That shady merchant who sold you an overpriced treasure compass the other day. Come on, boss, you're putting my leg again. In what way is she shady? She showed up when I was pretty lost and sold me a neat little gadget that was exactly what I needed. Trust me, she's a good person. Is it Dory? I think it's Dory. Dory is definitely a shady merchant. Anyway, I know who you're talking about. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. A few moments later. Quit dragging me. I genuinely can't run any further. Hey, aren't you? What is it? What's the big rush? You dragged me out of a dream where I was literally swimming more. I'm charging you double my usual attendance fee. See? Look how easygoing she is. After that rude awakening, she could have completely snapped at us, but instead she kept it together and just asked for an extra fee. Dory, Sakman, I never would have pictured you two doing business together. If you want to make it big and not cry, it's all about connections. Lady Nefer just so happens to have a lot of intel that interests me, and she also did me a big favor in the past. It was back when I first arrived in Nokrai, my trusty assistant, the genie in my lap, had an adverse reaction to the Kuvaki and fainted. And wouldn't you know it, that's when I suddenly found myself in a life or death situation. Good thing my compatriot was there to swoop in and save the day. I've been giving her a 30% discount off on all my goods ever since. Now, so that no one here feels left out, I'm willing to extend a 20% discount to fellow friends of Boss Nefer. Plus any other friends you send my way will enjoy 10% off. What can I say? The great Lord Sagobe is nothing if not generous. So let me guess, you've run into some trouble. I've got everything you could possibly need, and the more you buy, the more you'll save. You guessed correctly. What have you got in the way of survival gear? The one type of gear I've never been short on. What are you looking for? A jetpack fresh from the Academia's labs? An ancient suit of armor dredged up from the bottom of the sea? At the very least, I need to know what kind of opponent you're dealing with here. If even you're worried about staying alive, it must be pretty serious. What if I told you it's someone with the power to bring a nation to its knees? Is that so? Then we really are talking top shelf treasures. I don't have anything like that in stock right now. I'll have to ask my supplier. Your supplier? Powerful woman, make no mistake, I can't reveal her identity, but luckily for you, I hear she's planning to visit Nokrai in the near future. Is that Skirk? If you're willing to wait, I can ask her when she's here. Can't say exactly how long that'll be, though. Then let me put it another way. What would you do if you encountered an enemy like that? Roll over and serve yourself up on a silver platter? No! It's not Skirk? Of course not. I have a handy little trinket from one of my generous suppliers. Which, hold on, what exactly are you getting at? No, this is for my personal use only. Oh, Alice! Oh, could be. Let's just say I'm borrowing it, alright? Just for insurance purposes. You'll get it back later. Favors are the worst kind of debt to owe, and now you've got a chance to repay one. A win-win situation, don't you think? Fine, you can borrow it for 5 days, no more. No, make that 3. And for every extra hour after that, I'm charging you $1 million more. Deal? Deal. That would make sense because we've seen Alice in all of the the trailers and stuff. What a way to start the day. Now, was there anything else you wanted, or can I go back to bed now? You're not going to tell her how to use the thing? That'll be all. Take care now. Don't trip up on your way back, friend. See you later. You're my favorite shopkeeper. Jehoda, you keep getting ripped off. Also, what is that thing? Do we know how to use it? I don't know. Excellent, everything is well and truly ready. The ceremony can now begin. After initiating the ceremony, your minds will follow wherever I go. You will see strange things in your mind's eye. So remember, don't be frightened and don't make a sound. After laying down the ground rules, everyone who will be joining the trip as a follower, Nefer begins the ceremony. Now then, let us peer into the rush of Sonore's past. Some spoilers, cantees, and Dory's voice lines under miscellaneous video, right? No, I do remember that she definitely is a supplier, I just forgot. But I did already know that, I do remember this. I think that's how Skirk introduced her as well, something like that. Because I know Skirk is a supplier, or a cuss, I don't know. Skirk is involved because she was one of the Traveler's Chronicle things. But yeah. Oh, I made it. I don't recognize the style of architecture, must be Conrian. Simple furnishings, table and chairs, it's a more ordinary house than I might have expected. As though the fearsome rush of Sonari came from surprisingly humble beginnings. Unless this passed for luxury in Conria, unlikely, it was said to be a very prosperous nation in its heyday. Anyway, I'll keep exploring. A few storage boxes sit next to the cabinet. Everything in sight is neatly organized. Whoever lives here seems to be enjoying a pretty comfortable life. A handwritten note. Hi Rerir, since you're working an extra hours tonight, I thought I'd keep myself busy by checking out that new kebab shop. I've heard good things about their menu. I'll test it out, and if it's as good as everyone says, let's go back together sometime. P.S. New stash in the Universitas Magistorium. I brought some goodies home, a few teacups and a pen rack. Hope you like them. They didn't sign their name, but they must have been close. Sounds like they were living together. I do want to see if there's anything mysterious going on here. I wanted to see if there was any more things you can click, and the answer is no. But I did hear a rumbling noise, so that's not good. Journal on the table. I went over to Joseph's for drinks today. They have a fine collection, but I went alone. Solindis was tied up with something and couldn't make it. Joseph asked why I came alone, but I didn't really have an answer. He then went on to ask about other things. If you ask me, someone who asks that many personal questions is too nosy for their own good. But if he invites me again, chances are I'd still go. Melendis, that's the same name Vera mentioned. Grain imports keep falling. If things don't pick up soon, we'll be back to meat and mushrooms only. Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of that new type of mushroom everyone's been into lately. Didn't start out as a lab-grown variety. I heard it's even mildly corrosive. Seriously, why would you even eat something like that? I don't care if it's an impressive feat of alchemy, that isn't the kind of thing I'd like to eat. Green has to be imported and they're eating a diet of mostly meat and mushrooms. Could it be because Conveyor is underground so it doesn't get much sunlight? That would explain why they use so much stone in their buildings. They even use alchemically modified strange for food. Seems like the people of Conrian don't have many options when it comes to dining. I've just about saved up enough now, time to buy it, and keep it somewhere safe. Making a big purchase, I wonder what it is. Most of what's written in the diary are the mundane details of everyday life. It's clear the author was an ordinary Conrian, or at least that they were passing themselves off as one. The author's handwriting doesn't reveal anything, it's neither showy nor stiff, in fact, he doesn't really leave any particular impression. He really is a professional, no wonder he's so good at covering his tracks. Despite what he's become, it seems like he's retained certain habits, at least in this regard. Near the end of the diary, you notice a page with a shallow indentation along the bottom. The previous page has been torn out, for now its contents remain a mystery. Did Rerir rip it out himself? The pen marks like these leave a trace. With something like charcoal to add some colour, you just need to find the right angle. When Nefer looks around, she sees a fine charcoal pencil on the desk. Before long, she has restored the missing words. Compared with the forgotten handwriting from before, these lines have been scrawled in a rougher, more haphazard way, as if the person who wrote them wasn't in an emotional state. Before I met you, I was convinced that my heart has nothing more than a stagnant pool. The burial place of a fallen moon, a withered, windless grove where the waters rested forever unrippled. It was you who helped me see that my heart hadn't entirely withered away, that it could still beat to the rhythm of love. Ooh! This is just trivial sentimentality from the looks of it. Why would he go to such trouble to hide that? The burial place of a fallen moon. Ooh. I think that's what we need. However, I will say, I wasn't expecting Rerir to have a love interest. That was new. Donsloaf? Is he the love interest? I'm assuming not, but like, what would be the odds? Rerir over here. Oh, is this a young Rerir? Wow. He looks so much less scary. Done. Oh, and Wertfulner, what a surprise to see you here, sir. Hello there, Rerir. You do not address me so formally outside of court. He doesn't get much free time, so I invited him over for a drink. Even the court prophet deserves a break every now and then, right? Well, I'm flattered. So, what are we discussing today? Hey, don't look at me. As far as I see it, we don't need an excuse to have a few drinks. Come on, don't give us that. Didn't you say you were about to pop the big question? How's that coming along? Who'd have thought the Great Twilight Sword wasn't even great at gossip? I just expect you to be the first one to settle down and get married, that's all. Yeah, if you told me that a few years ago, I wouldn't have believed you either. So you're planning to come clean about your job then? I'm guessing you still haven't told her. Sure, I have to tell her at some point, but I need to pick up the right time and place. To be honest, I have no idea how she'll take it. Come on, stop being such a pessimist. For all you know, she could be thrilled. I bet she'll be much more impressed by your actual job than the one she thinks you're doing now. I'm a member of the King's Guard. Quite the cover story. Does the king himself even know? Of course he does. Anyway, enough about me. How have you been? Me? Same old, nothing much to, huh? What's up, then? It's nothing. Wertfulner, Donsloaf's elder brother, renowned throughout the court of Conria as a visionary, and said to possess a wisdom far beyond the realm of any ordinary man. And yet, despite the gulf between us, he seems to have something to say about me. Does he even know me? Does he see me as a friend of his brother, or just another of the Vinster King's blades? Why does he react so strongly? Was it really to do with what we were talking about? Brown curly hair and a brooding blue eyes. This is what Rerir looked like back in the day. Perfectly normal, no different from anyone else. As frightening as this monster is in the present, there's something even more unsettling about seeing the human he used to be. Wait, yes? What's yes? That could have been in a reaction to anything I said, and I said a lot of nonsense. Let's see. Yes. Is that the woman? Is that his almost fiance? Oh, she's the Londis. Londis, you're back early. Oh, her eyes are so pretty. Our equipment's being serviced today, so I got off earlier than usual. How's your day been? Oh, why the long face? Is something the matter? Has your boss been giving you a hard time again? Went for a drink with Dan and the others after work. Isn't that a good thing? Velfulnir showed up today too, you know, Dan's older brother. Ah, Mr. Velfulnir. Yes, I've heard of him. They say that everything he says ends up coming true. You ever heard Dan's mention I recently proposed? Oh, he already proposed! And seemed to have an issue with it, but when I asked what it was, he kept it to himself. So you're worried? You can still be such a child sometimes, Rerir. We're nobodies. Why would the visionary be concerned about us? You're trying to troll me with the done love interest? That is what I was wondering. When I said I've said a lot of nonsense, that is exactly what I was specifically thinking about. But no, it looks like it's this lady instead. I mean, it's basically done, right? I mean, they got the blonde hair. That's about it. Also, she doesn't have the Rerir eyes. What does that mean? Or is that not... I thought they had the little stars. Or is it only some people have the little stars? She doesn't have any little stars. Play the star... Oh, okay, maybe it will be explained. Okay, I'll keep going. I'll find out. Okay, good. Does this make this an Oracle Kaiko moment? Maybe. Why would the visionary be concerned about us? I'm sure someone in his position has much bigger fish to fry. Maybe you're right. You worry too much, Rerir. We've been together for ages now, and everything's been going so well, has it not? You've even proposed to me. Oh. Pure blood Conrians have those. Oh no. I don't think I like where this is going. But didn't the girl have one? Wait, what was her name? No, I do remember. I forgot who had them, but what was the girl's name? It was like the Welsh word for trickster. What was her name? There was... Did she have the eyes? What was her name? Let me Google. I don't know how I'm gonna Google this if I don't remember what her name was, but wait, let me check something. Genshin Archon Quest? Is it an Archon? No, it was a story? No, it wasn't. It was one of the interludes. Let me see. I forgot her name. It was... I'm gonna find this. It was... Okay, yep. Okay, I found... No, not that one. It was... Not that. Deridith? Yes, the one with the spaceship key. I want to see if she had the diamond eyes. Because I remember she turned into a Hilichurl, or it was heavily implied, because she was sitting there and they had Hilichurl there later. So I'm trying to find a picture of her face. Let me zoom in. Okay, well you know what? Now I know her name, I can look her up. Deridith. That was it. These are underwater tricks to clarify. Nah, it was Deridith. It was something like that. But I forgot exactly what the Welsh word for trickster is. Okay, let me see if I can find... Why can't I find a zoomed in photo? My gosh. Let me just make the screen big. I'm sure that will help. Trixie is right. Yeah, that would be it. Let me zoom in. How do I zoom in? Just to clarify, I'm trying to use Google. she had diamond eyes. I thought she turned into a hilichurl. Oh well, we'll find out. Anyway, you worry too much for you've even proposed to me. Ah, so you do remember. Tell me then, what's your answer? Like I said, I need some time to decide. We can't just run into things like this. We may be nobodies in the grand scheme of things, but if we want things to work out, we've still got to plan ahead. Alright, take your time, just don't keep me waiting forever. Nobodies? Sounds about right. In the eyes of people like Belfalnet and Dance Life, what do we matter? Can someone whose gaze is so fixed on the far-flung future even see the present clearly? Besides, the dynasty's fate rests with the king and his inner circle. Whatever I do, it won't make much difference. Meanwhile, every idea they come up with and every decision they make, it affects everything. These days, the king is lost in his research, and the purge of the Crimson Moon bloodline grows ever more intense. Is that related to Alakino? Crimson something? The opposition tried to speak up, but nothing came of it, and I'm under no illusions as to why, because we eliminated them and got rid of their bodies. Well, that would do it, wouldn't it? That would do it. A man can have 1,000 reasons to carry a sword, but there are few good excuses to use it. Yet the king has never even considered a gentler approach, and he never will. What becomes of someone who kills on another's behalf? Can he even ever find true peace? Blondus eye. It's nothing, you're right, fate has never smiled upon nobodies like us, but by the same token it's unlikely to bear a grudge against us either. There's no reason we can't keep living happily together, cherishing the simple joys of every day as they come. See? Just need to stay positive, Rerir. I can feel your warmth, your breath, you're right here, right by my side. Just seeing you makes me happy in a way I can't explain, and there's something that no one else can take away from me. So smile, my love, let's go with that frown. You're right, Thalondis, I've just been overthinking things. That's better, getting caught up. But things like this will only ruin our evening. Speaking of which, all set for the ball tonight, I need to go get ready. You go ahead, I just have a few things to take care of, then I'll come join you. Even busier than the big shots, huh? Fine, I'll go get started. But don't be late, if you keep me waiting too long, I won't be a happy bunny. Relax, I'll be there. Seriously though, you do drive a hard bargain. You really gonna leave my proposal hanging and still expect me to take you to the ball? Well, that goes without saying. I already told everyone I'd be coming with a dance partner. Besides, they're two completely different things. Let's take it one thing at a time, alright? Alright, white outfit it is. Seems like Rerir was deliberately hiding his ties to the intelligence services by giving the impression that he was just an ordinary member of the Vinster King's guards. He clearly doesn't want his would-be fiancée to know about his other life. Then again, that's hardly surprising. People in the intelligence trade rarely do. Who'd have thought we were in the same line of work? Pretty sure A is pronounced I. Could be. I forgot. We did pronounce her name correctly, and then I forgot it. Yes, so not really those diamond eyes like Rerir or Dine or Clotha. That's fair. It was like a smaller diamond, and they do all have unique eyes, so maybe she just had, you know, unrelated diamond eyes. And okay, I'll stop theorizing. I'll just keep playing. It'll be fine. Let's dig a little deeper. I think I see why Arlecchino is going to be relevant. Ooh, that's kind of... Ooh, that's kind of cool. This is a bit like when we were doing the Karabé quest, and didn't he have diamond eyes? He was impure. You know what? Maybe now I gotta Google something. Let me look up one more thing. I remember let me see. Karabé. Definitely was not a pure-blooded Comrian. Okay, I can't let it go. I just need to see his face. But maybe he gave himself... He had diamond eyes, but he was a non-pure-blooded. That was the whole point. Lies! Okay, There's inconsistencies. He had diamond eyes, but maybe they were like half diamond eyes. That was the whole thing though, that he was an impure, but he's not real. Okay, fine. I guess he did kind of like give himself a face after his father, but I sort of assumed he would keep his eyes the same. Who knows? That's just gonna bug me though, indefinitely. He was in some sort of dream. Well, of course he was in a dream, but surely you wouldn't change your eyes in a dream. That would be weird. Maybe it will explain it. I don't know. Maybe depending on your pureness of blood, the more diamondy your eyes are, and she's particularly impure. That sounds really bad, but you know what I mean. Maybe that's what it is. We'll find out. Paying attention to the animation is interesting. How she's in some sort of ambient light while he's in place in darkness. Yes! Did you see? He was like gloomy and grey, and then she was colourful and yellowish, and then she stood here, and when she hovered over him, when he was all shadowy, and he turned to look at her, and then then he started glowing, and he was in the light too. Beautiful. Yeah, he didn't grow up, but I don't know, I sort of assumed he kept his eyes the same when they said in the image we saw of him, it was like he made up a face to match his dad. Well, in a way, he used his dad as influence. I thought he would have kept his eyes the same though, but maybe that's his dad's eyes. Or maybe they forgot. I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna keep pressing the buttons before you guys get annoyed at me for getting distracted while actually doing the quest. Like, I'm actually doing the quest properly. And yet, how do I leave? This way? That's a door? Okay. Our last operation was a resounding success, and all thanks to you, Rasha of Sandrone. In total, we apprehended 32 dregs of the Crimson Moon and 67 accomplices. After all these years since the dynasty's fall, so many of them still linger on. I am trying to see whether that guy's got diamondy eyes. Indeed, it cannot be denied, yet it was destiny the Crimson Moon should be overcome by the eclipse, and that His Majesty, the all-seeing Vincent King, now guides our nation on the path to prosperity. Oh, he's got diamonds. Rerir has no further need for a dead moon. He could be pure-blooded though. We don't know. But alas, there will always be those who refuse to see the truth, choosing instead to romanticize the past. That's not entirely true. Much about the Crimson Moon era was worthy of remembrance, and that's exactly why they keep trying to see it restored. Many of its secrets remain unsolved to this day. As it happens, that's precisely the field of study my partner is devoted to. You still haven't told her what you really do for a living? Where would I even start? How would you tell someone that you're one of the king's hand-picked executioners, that your hands are steeped in blood? You didn't choose this life any more than I did. Orphans like us don't get a say. But I'll sure as heck be the one to pay for it. Speaking of which, we need to be more rigorous in the way we identify direct descendants of the Crimson Moon. Someone, it seems, has strong opinions of my future plans, most likely my marriage in particular. I have a feeling that we may soon become targets of the Crimson Moon's retribution. Your concerns are not unfounded. They've taken out many of our colleagues these past few years, and for that very reason, there are no helpless lambs we're leading to the slaughter. These are no helpless lambs we're leading to the slaughter. They're wolves in sheep's clothing. Take care, Rasha Sandrone. I look forward to toasting you at your wedding. Thanks, Storkel. You look after yourself too. Zelondis, I never wanted to keep this from you. You're the last person I would ever want to lie to. That's exactly why I can't tell you everything. There are things you shouldn't know, things you cannot know. The moonlit dynasties are a thing of the past, yet even now, with the sun shining high in the sky, there are those who would call forth a dead moon's ghost. Could that be why Vilfnir held back, or was it because of some court secret he's not at liberty to share? I have to get a clear answer from him. No matter what happens, I will protect Zelondis. Rare seems to be very concerned by Vilfnir's reaction. Vilfnir and Dunslife, the Visionary and the Twilight Sword, so that's what they were really like. I investigated this whole area now. There doesn't seem to be any other memories here. Should I try somewhere else? Wait a second, what's this black smoke? So he's late after all. Just you wait, Rerir, you're in for it big time. Are you waiting for someone, ma'am? Could I tempt you into buying some flowers? Oh, sure. Pick me out a pretty bunch if you would. Thank you, but I'm afraid none of them are as pretty as you. For someone so young, you sure have a way with words, don't you? I'm only telling the truth. Look me in the eyes, you'll see I'm not lying. Oh my gosh, she's got the crosses. That's the Arlecchino thing. Oh, okay. Okay, that's Arlecchino. Is he gonna murder this child in front of her? Is that what's gonna happen? The crosses versus the diamonds. There are more eye types. Not? Okay, yeah, we'll find out. Maybe have a word in private. Who are you and what do you want? It doesn't matter who I am, too many of our kind have fallen lately, so I decided to take the risk of reaching out. Not long ago, the Rashov Slanari led an assault on one of our strongholds. We suffered many casualties, and many who came to our aid lost their lives as well. Sorry, I don't know why you're telling me this, and I don't want to get involved. Wait, hear me out. This time we finally got a clear look at his face and learned his true identity. Uh-oh. His name is Rerir, and he claims to be one of the king's guards. What did you say? A cruel irony, isn't it? The man you're set to marry leads a double life as a brutal executioner, but surely you must have caught a whiff of the blood in his hands. Why are you telling me all of this now? Simple. It's because... How strange. Rerir was nowhere to be seen in that memory. It clearly belonged to Tholindis. Rerir couldn't possibly know what happened if he wasn't even here. Why would her memories appear in this fragment? Ceremony won't last much longer. I think it's time to call it a day. No, there's more here! Okay, so the fragment is in his heart, right? Is it because she's in his heart? And he's not in front of her? Okay, fair enough. Phew. So that was your doing? Did you just pull us inside Rerir's fragment to spy directly on his memories? Any more questions and I'll have to start charging. I had no idea you could do that, boss. Seriously, that was amazing. We're not worthy. I gotta admit though, I'm itching to see what happens next. Feels like we barely scratched the surface. I'm just as curious as you are, but the ceremony only allows for limited time inside. That's all we can see for now. Luckily, you managed to learn quite a lot. So far, so good. I just hope the others are doing okay too. Especially the group with Kaiko. Their mission's a risky one. Let's hope it's all going smoothly. If you're worried about them, let's go see how they're doing. If I know boss is gonna need some time to write all the detail and make sure it's all coherent, I'll stay behind to lend a hand, but feel free to head back and meet up with the others. Oh, okay, let me just... There you go, can you see the little party with Columbina and Paimon? And, okay, wait, if I hide the clouds... Can you see the thing as well? Did you see it? I hope so. It's so cute! They've been prowling around for nearly 2 days now. These things just won't quit. 2 days?! Oh wait, it was one of those days before. Maybe. They might not have seen us yet, but with them constantly sweeping the area, our way out is completely blocked. We'll just have to sneak past nice and quietly. That's never gonna work. One little slip up and it's game over. If they spot us, they'll run straight back to Rerir, and once he knows we're here, it won't be long before he's breathing down our necks again. Be that as it may, we still have to try. I guess you're right. Alright, time to zip it. I do not rate our chances. 1, I'm really bad at sneaking. 2, Paimon is really bad at sneaking. Be careful, don't let the Wild Hunt discover you. Did I already get discovered? How? How did I already get caught? I didn't even do anything. Where do I need to go? I need to... Where even am I? Oh, I guess I'm down here. Oh, that explains. Is this the little area that I fell down a pit by accident? I think this is the pit. Quick hide, we almost got spotted. I think this is the pit that I fell down and then I had to like teleport out of because I didn't want to be in the pit yet. Is that what this is? Phew, that was a close call. It's foggy, I can't see anything. Oh gosh, okay, how do I... Watch out, it's coming this way. Do I have to hide again? Or do I just run? Ah, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Okay. Keep going, we're nearly there. This is the final hurdle. There's no end to these things. You can't keep going like this. Surely there must be another way out. Oh, I think we're caught. But Lauma's coming to save us? Fire. Arlecchino? Fire? Wait, what's that smell? Oh no, there's a fire! Rawr. The wild hunt? That was quick. It is Arlecchino! Okay, I feel like there's a lot of lore here. I forgot she's scary. Oh, she sat in the chair. Queen move. Sandrone was right. You look weak, Columbina. The old you would never let such a lowly creature bar your way. Word has it you did something for the Tsaritsa, and that's why you've lost most of your power. Freedom comes at a heavy price, doesn't it? It's Arlecchino! You came! Hello again, Columbina, and greetings, guests of the House of the Hearth. It's been a while, Arlecchino. The lore drops are crazy, like, I don't even know what's going on anymore. Ooh! This is Arlecchino drinking tea. Stupid Rasha, stupid Solnari. Whatever, I've got all the data I need. Next time we meet, you're finished. Clunk. Bosco number 1! He sure doesn't pull his punches. Excuse me, do you need a hand? You can do me a favor by saying out of my way. Can't you see I'm busy? Is it Aino? Wait a minute, I recognize that voice. Oh no, it's these guys. Hello, Miss Sandrone. Father sent us over to help. How considerate of her. Hey, Fremine, get over here and help me fix this. Linny, use your thing, just keep your sister away from my machines. Oh no, Lynette! Nearly every machine that Kaiko touches ends up going haywire. Good, put her on cleaning duty or something. Oh, I love it. So, like, Fremine's here to help, and Linny's here to stop Lynette causing more damage. Then let's start downstairs. Fremine will lead this place to you. You've got it. Wait a second. Pretty sure there's still some tea in the cupboard. If you want some, you'll have to make it yourselves. Oh, tea will distract Lynette. Ooh. Oh, it's this one again. So cute. Put it. How to sibling? Yeah, pretty much. That was pretty much a direct. That was just it. Get in the secret base and discuss your next steps. Oh, that's where the secret base... I see. They've taken us to the closest point. They think the closest point to the secret base. Interesting. Interesting. But anyway, let's go over there. Let's go. I don't know why I didn't just teleport us to the secret base like it did for every other quest. But no. Not this time. And there's a thing here that I don't want to fight, so we're just gonna run. We're gonna run past it and hope it doesn't try and chase us. Uh-oh. Nope, you didn't see us. We're just passing. Oh, I have no stamina. I don't want to die. Okay. Is that gonna work? Is this the secret base? I think it is. Wow. Wow. Okay. It's a relief to see you all made it back in one piece. Huh? Because there's quite a few people missing. Where's Flynn's and the others? What about Nefer? I returned ahead of them. Flynn's is helping Aino and Nefer to set up the decoys and buy some time. And as for Miss Nefer, Boss is still wrapping things up on her end. She sent us back to fill you all in on the top secret intel we've been gathering. I see. Then let's get right into it. But first, who do we have here? You brought someone else in to help? Greetings. I was invited here to help as a long-time Tea Party companion of Columbina's. You may call me Alakino. Surely it can't be. Those eyes, where have I seen them before? Wait, of course, in those memories we just saw. The only Alakino I know is the fourth of the Fatui Harbingers, so either you share a pretty uncommon name, or you're more than just a tea party buddy. You're well-informed, Grandmaster, a man from Monset living all the way out here in Nogcry, and yet the people and affairs of seem to hold a special place in your heart. The feeling's mutual. Sounds like you know all about who I am, too. A Fatui Harbinger? The atmosphere in here just got really tense. Guess we can't just start trusting Fatui Harbingers even at a time like this. I must admit, though, I'm a little curious, seeing as the moon goddess no longer belongs to the Fatui. What makes you so willing to put your neck on the line here? Nor does Nogcry belong to Mondstadt, Mr. Varka, yet still you're fighting for it all the same. Things don't always have to have a tangible payoff. Sometimes stopping things from spiraling out of control is a higher priority than chasing the spoils of victory. Of course, I can't say there's nothing in it for me at all, but that's between Columbina and myself. Alakino was instrumental in helping us save the whole of Fontaine. I'm confident we can trust her. Forgive me, I don't mean to doubt you, it's just that Fatui really have been the source of many of our troubles. We have our own way of doing things here in Nogcry, but ever since they arrived, the Fatui have treated us with nothing but hostility. I know there's been a lot of bad blood between us in the past. I've done my utmost to avoid friction wherever I could, but sometimes fundamental conflicts of interest simply can't be settled amicably. That's why I'm here solely in a personal capacity. This has nothing to do with the Fatui. As a gesture of good faith, I'll be frank. I can help Columbina track down the iridescent moon sparrow, which will help her restore more of her power. Anyway, what else is on the agenda? Let's begin. She says she'll be frank, then completely skips over the details. Looks like she doesn't want to give away too many secrets after all. Then she clearly wants to change the subject. It'd be awkward if I tried to bring it up again. Ugh, guess we'll just have to go along with it. She's the fourth of the Fatui Harbingers after all. When looking, you can tell she's not someone you'd want to mess with. I love Jehoda, she's so funny. Well, since Ms. Alakino sounds confident in her ability to handle that, we'll proceed to the next topic. Jehoda, time to share that top secret intel. Alright, listen up everyone. First, we now know that Rerir was originally a Conrian secret agent whose primary mission was to hunt down and assassinate the so-called dregs of the Crimson Moon. The dregs of the Crimson Moon? In the memories there was a lot of talk about the Crimson Moon, and Eclipse, and a whole bunch of other stuff from the time of Conria. To my knowledge, those were the names of two different Conrian dynasties. I saw that nod. Long, long ago, it is said that people of Conria worshipped the Crimson Moon, drawing a mysterious power from its reflection. But one day, a coup saw the Crimson Moon eclipsed, hence the name of the new dynasty that replaced it, and how it became the new emblem of Conria. Still, long after the Crimson Moon dynasty had fallen, the last ruler of the Eclipse dynasty, the Vinster King, still coveted the secrets it left behind, so he sent the Rush of Sonari to secretly hunt down the Crimson Moon's few remaining followers. In those days, Rerir showed no signs of madness. In fact, he was as normal as any other person. Oh, and he had a fiancé, or at least a would-be fiancé, called Tholundis. Tholundis? What's the matter, Kaiko? Just as Rerir regained his body, he called out that name. Dolphin written door. Ah, the Lindis, the Lindis! Interesting. Anything else? What about this would-be fiancée of his? Do we know anything about her? Well, she was a researcher at the Universitas Magistrorum, but it felt like she was hiding some kind of secret. Oh, one more thing. For some reason, Rerir's fragment also contained some of Flindis's memories, though only a very small portion. Well, no shortage of potential leads, I'll give you that. In any case, it sounds like we can conclude that while Flindis was still around, Rerir appeared to be lucid and quite normal. Flindis, it seems, must have been the one thing in this world that he couldn't let go of. Tell me though, were these pure-blooded Koreans we're talking about here? Why do you need to know that? Hold on, if she was pure-blooded Korean, the curse of immortality, she might still be alive. Oh yeah, just like how it was with the captain. If we could somehow find her, do you think there's a chance Rerir might regain some of his sanity? It's possible, but it would take a miracle. We can't pin all our hopes on him. Pin all our hopes on that. That merchant who never knows, Dory Sangabe, maybe we could hire her to look into it. Alright then, let's keep working on our separate teams. Kaiko, Paimon, Kuta, and Miss Alakine will go look for the iridescent moon's bearer. And as for the others, on the way over here, I noticed the wild hunt monsters have grown even more frenzied in their search for Kuta. At this rate, the people living here will be in grave danger too, so I'm thinking of gathering some of our followers to go wipe them out. I'll head back to the curatorium and meet up with the boss. Feels good knowing we've got something to be getting on with. Given the wild hunt has been a lot more active lately, the Lightkeepers have likely begun their own operations too. If that is the case, someone will need to pass news on to Flynn's. I'll hold the fort for now, then discuss our next move with Flynn's, Aino, and Nefer when they get back. Alright then. Well, the clock's ticking. If that's everything, we'll be on our way. We better get moving too. We'll try to buy you as much time as we can. Relax, just do your thing. I decided to call in some backups and things are getting too hairy. Our reinforcements should be here any minute now. Stay safe, everyone. Dismissed. Who are our reinforcements? Just regular, like, Mondstadt soldiers? Or are they knights even? Or some other named character that's just gonna show up out of nowhere? We're back. Did we get here a little early or a little late? Tad late. The others have already set off. To summarize, our resident moon goddess has found us a new ally, and Boss Nefer has uncovered some promising info. Everything going smoothly on your end? Not great. I don't know how long we can stall him for. The decoys are getting taken out faster than we imagined. I'm gonna make some more later, but I need a timeout first. I'm so tired right now. Oh, poor Aino. Oh right, Nefer, could you fill in Uncle Varka on what we just discussed with Flynn's? Sure. Uncle Varka, you previously told us about how, when you went to investigate the source of the wild hunt in Asvata, you discovered that it was just a diversion. But according to Flynn's intel, several outbreaks of the wild hunt had already occurred in Nokrai in the period leading up to that. That was before Rerir had regained his body, and he was far from regaining his full strength. In other words, in theory, at least, he still lacked the means to act in two places at once. Flynn's, with everything that's been happening, the Lightkeepers across Nokrai are rallying to fight back against the wild hunt. They're going to need your help. I know, I'm sure you're capable of coming up with something far more effective than decoys, but for now you should stay here and get some rest. Nefer and I will head back to Asvata to see if there's anything I missed. I told you Uncle Varka would say that, didn't I? A deal's a deal, not a word about my snack intake for the next week. Database updated, reliability of Aino's predictions increased. What does that mean? They were betting how you'd respond after hearing their intel. It's the obvious choice, isn't it? That's hardly worth betting on. We already decided that Nefer should go investigate the situation over at Ansvata on her own. You might as well stay here and keep watch. Someone needs to hang back and oversee those trashing meetings, and besides, you still haven't fully recovered from ambushing Rerir. So I've ended up with the easiest assignment. Well, I appreciate it, everyone. See you when you get back. No, you also have to keep an eye on Aino, and probably stop her eating every single snack she encounters. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you've enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. If you'd like to see me play live, then check out my Twitch channel. You can find me on Wednesdays and Sundays at 8 PM GMT. Thanks again, and have a great day.